positivity and putting Chicago on and giving a platform for artists for 11 years straight to come and speak their truth, whatever it may be, to come speak their truth. So, you know,
torches like Olympians, stop the genocide and free all the Palestinians.
Keep art.
Keep art, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Keep art.
I haven't heard that said it like. It's not that we don't necessarily rock with trap music. It's just that I know the connotation and the things that come with that, and it's just not something that we encourage on the Cypher.
You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game.
A good point. All right, what up? It's your boy Felix coming straight out of the 574 Elkhart, E-Town, the city.
Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Hey, you, let's do an interview about everything you went through from your life, from your mind. Rewind to the past of the time. Guy named Felix, last name Saldivar. Straight from the city of Elkhart, a city with the heart. I be the one MC who's only 20, coming to kill a beat so clean and near. So why?
And today I have the privilege to have two artists straight out of Chicago. It's a bit of an adventure how I met Mr. Brian. But without further ado, I would like to give you the floor to introduce yourselves.
First of all, I appreciate you so much, man, for having us here at your show. Shout out to everybody that follows the show, man, here in Elkhart and supports hip-hop and supports, you know, the media and everything that's going on. Yeah, so we met like just randomly, I think in New Buffalo, like near the beach, man. And I was like, yo, what up, man? And we started talking about media, and you're like, I do a podcast. And I'm like, yo, I've done podcasts. And so, you know, I'm out visiting right now in Elkhart, and I'm like, bro, I got to hit up Felix. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Jizzo from ChiCityCypher. I'm the host.
ChiCityCypher, Volume 39. I am your host, Jizzo. Welcome back. I got ChiCityCypher MCs in the building. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Follow us on Facebook and IG, YouTube. Shout out to Noodles for producing this beat. Let's go.
And founder of the ChiCityCypher, which has been around for 11 years. So we started back in the day with just a Bluetooth speaker and a camera, and you know, 11 years later now we have a full team, which is you'll talk to Noodles in a second, but this guy's one of our team members, and now we just have a whole team, bro, and we have a full production that we film, we put together, we scout the MCs. We do the whole thing, man, and we put it out on YouTube for the world to see, and we've been blessed. Like, you know, ChiCityCypher has been seen in 95 countries, probably more. The last time I checked, it was like 95 countries. So yeah, we've just been everywhere, man, and especially the love came from, you know, from Chicago, from hip hop, from, you know, because the Cypher is nothing without the MCs. So, you know, shout out to the MCs, but yeah, so we put it all together, man, and Noodles right here is one of the audio, and he's our audio engineer, so I'll let you know.
I mean, that's how I originally came onto the Cypher, was an MC, and you know, the power of the ChiCityCypher, or you know, having a collective of MCs getting together and doing their thing, you know, that's just how we meet. It's just like how we are right now, like how we met you. Mm-hmm. So once I got onto the Cypher, and then really wanted to be a part of it and just throw my expertise on it with the audio and try to clean it up and make everything good. So you know, that's where we are today.
Yeah.
So
it's like little by little you started building your army, bro. Like networking.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it an army.
Yeah, that was actually one of my topics. It was you rap and freestyle, bro, and from the looks of your YouTube channel, I think that you clearly understand the importance of networking. I saw numerous different types of content on your channel, like you mentioned the MCs, freestyling, you promote, you have shows at different locations, you do interviews, podcasts. Can you tell me a little bit of who was the first person you started networking with, and what kind of doors did that open up?
Ooh, first person that I ever, or you kind of like more like when I got like, you know, more like when it picked up in Chicago?
Yeah, like your ChiCityCypher, yeah, like when it picked up. The moment.
Yeah, so real quick, since we were talking first ever, shout out to my boy Ace. I was living in California like 20 years ago, and that was when Katrina had happened, and he was one of the people who had left New Orleans and went through the whole Katrina thing. And so me and him just got together and started doing stuff in the studio, but that was 20 years ago. But in Chicago, to be honest, like when we started ChiCityCypher, and people started noticing they were part of the hip hop community. And the first thing that really, really put me into like the core of hip hop in Chicago was ChiRock Nation. I'm part of chapter 4. I'm in chapter 4 of ChiRock Nation, and that was the first thing. So rest in peace to Heckle McCoy, who was the head of chapter 4 of ChiRock Nation, and him and his wife Mine One, shout out to Mine One, they noticed what I was doing with the cipher, and they end up messaging me and calling me, and they're like, man, you gotta
edit.
Yeah, but so they so shout out to rest in peace Heckle McCoy and Mine One, and they were the ones that influenced me. They put me in ChiRock Nation, and that's what really got me into like the core of like Chicago hip hop, and I got to meet a lot of people and just being in that, and so ChiRock Nation is like a collaborative of like multiple people that are all artists. It's been around for 30 years.
So for people that don't know what ChiRock Nation is, like explain like what is ChiRock Nation, like the chapters.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's a collaborative of like all artists. It's been around for over 30 years now, and it's a lot of hip hop from all the different elements. In my chapter particularly, we used to do back to school drives, Christmas drives with toy giveaways and everything. So it also was giving back to the community. So that was the first thing that influenced me, and I got to meet all the just being in that got me around the circle of hip hop, bro. I mean, I was already in it, but that's what really got me like involved in community and all of that. And also shout out to Subterraneans, for 606. 606. They used to have an open mic. It was the longest running open mic ever in the world. 25 years. They just had the 25-year anniversary, and that was like the dojo, bro, where when you went there and you got on that stage, you had to learn how to rap and learn how to spit and control a crowd, because over there they had a thing called the countdown. So they would be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was the crowd. So if you were rapping and you sucked, the crowd would go 1, 2, and they would count you off
and
that
get you off.
That's
off the fucking stage. Like they would take the mic from you.
That's the place to go. 606 right now at Boulevard, right?
Boulevard, yeah. So they ended up they left Subterranean, but that's where it was at for 25 years. They left there and they're at Boulevard now. So anybody that's watching, y'all could go to 606 Chicago on Facebook. Follow them. Go to all the open mics. It's at Boulevard now in Humboldt Park in Chicago. So y'all can go there. But that was a
any MC. Not to cut you off, but any MC that's in the city of Chicago. You want to flex your mic skills. You want to go out there and grab that, and and do your thing. 606 at Boulevard. That's the place to go. And it's always shout out to Shadow and Annihilation for holding it down for many years, man.
So you get like a live reaction, bro.
Yes.
In front of your face, and I'm talking like this close. Like you're the MC and here's the fucking audience. And
it's the
if
battlegrounds,
you suck,
man.
bro, they'll go 1. That's how they yell 1, and everyone will hear that and start going 2, 3, 4, and the host will take the mic. Sorry, I'm gonna stop cussing, but they'll take the mic from you, bro, and you'll. So it's a place that was like a dojo, man, and that's like where you got like your experience on controlling, and that's where I learned how to control stages.
Okay.
I'm still always learning. We MCs, we always ever evolving, but that was where I for real got like I stopped being scared of like jumping on stage and grabbing the mic and spitting bars and.
Now that we're talking about you starting off and what helped you develop your skills, around what age did you start spitting, bro? Or
probably when I was like around like just freestyling, probably when I was like 15, 14, just like freestyling. But when I started actually made a song, it wasn't until I was like, like 19 or 20, maybe 21, something like that. So yeah, and for hip hop, that's kind of late. Like even starting to rap at 21 is. I know some dudes that started rapping at 40. So, I do. So for starting at, but yeah, that's when I kind of started early. But I took it more serious once I was like into my 20s.
Okay.
Yep.
And you started that in Chicago, or were you born?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Chicago, from Logan Square, Humboldt Park. Like Mexican, Shout out to my people, man. Shout out to Durango.
Durango.
Yeah, Santiago Papasquiaro. But yeah, so you know, Chicago's always been my thing. But I lived in California. I got a 909 number. I don't know if you noticed my area code, but I got a 909 number. I lived in Cali for like 7 to 8 years, bro. So I got to see that scene over there as well, and I saw how people showed love to each other. And when I came back here, I noticed that in certain, you know, like in the trap, in the drill type of scene, it was a bunch of hate. And I'm like, man, we gotta like show love to each other. So I was always like trying to start some shit, man. Like I always wanted to be on the radio, like start like my thing. Like I always wanted to be on radio. I wanted to be on podcasts. I was trying to do all that shit,
Network, right.
But back in the day, you know, it was harder, bro. It's not like now. Like right now, we could get it popping. You know, you get a microphone, get your camera, get your a couple pieces of equipment, and you can start broadcasting. It wasn't that easy back in the day. So yeah, I was just always focused on trying to do something like that, and then that's when the ChiCityCypher came about in 2014.
2014.
Yep.
Over a decade now in the game, bro.
11 years, man. We had our 10-year anniversary last year in August.
Y'all do something special for that?
Yeah, we had an event.
Hell
We had an
yeah,
event
bro.
at Subterranean. It's when we were still, everybody was still operating out of Subterranean. So we had our 10-year event. We had a bunch of dope performances. Man, it was just such a great event. It was the culmination of like all these years, bro. And nothing would be where it's at now, bro, if it wasn't for like, you know what I'm saying, like people like Noodles that's on our team that really do this shit from the heart, bro.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna talk to him right now, but like really from the heart, bro. Like, cause we ain't driving, like we didn't pull up in Phantoms and shit. Like we didn't pull up in Mercedes. Like, you know, we're all still regular people, but working and trying to get our art across and on a bigger platform. But we're all regular people, bro, and we just do it for the love, man. And you know, and it's because of like, for instance, like I was telling you off camera, like our audio used to not be that great at the beginning, you know, and then around like the 10th volume or something like that.
It's like volume, I don't know, 20 is, or 21. 21 is when I took over with.
But we
with
knew
audio.
him already for like a couple volumes before that. But around 20 is when he took over with the audio, and I'll let you tell it, bro. I think like we should talk about the audio, but you know, I mean, I don't want to cut off your questions too, but that's something important, like the audio, because when you listen to stuff, that's the first impressions are everything. So you hear some shit, and you know, you're just like, all right, does it sound good? Does it not? And if it doesn't sound good, you're like, oh, they don't really care about their craft. So thank God that, you know, we've got such a clear and crisp sound for our video that, you know, it's just a culmination of all of the departments. Because I was telling you, we got a big team. So real quick, let me just, before I forget at the beginning of this, let me shout out let me shout out everybody on the team, man.
And I can insert their @s or their social medias.
We can edit all this out.
Yeah, so all right, man. So shout out to the team, the ChiCityCypher team, man. Shout out to my boy Noodles, who's right here.
Yo, a copious amount of ciphers have been climbing up. Surprisingly, almost nobody gets down like us. Because in this environment, you gotta find the trust in yourself to crawl through hell if you wanna rise above. So here's a
shout out to D Money, who's our floor manager. Shout out to Loke, who's been my coordinator. He's been there since day one.
what you're doing right now, not what you're going to do. Just remember, you don't know what another person's going through. Someone's faster than the fastest person you know. Some will pull it out quicker and blow. Some will let it slide, some will slide to even the scope. Some will take their time, some will sell you out to go home. Dirty world, dirty games. Real ones, cool dudes and lames. Everybody on this planet clocks out one day.
Shout out to Fatal, who's my cinematographer. He helps me film and do all the angles.
I'm nastier than your average and I'm naturally clutch. Take ownership of my fate, you out here passing the buck. This is ChiCityCypher crew, a decade in the making. That's a brand you could trust. Hey!
Shout out to Bakes, who is our live show coordinator. So he's putting on all the live shows.
I'm locked in, ain't no way they'll ever find the key. It just don't add up if you take the game and minus me. Finally, linking with the Triple C dynasty. Use rhyme and speak to set the table. Literally, it's time to eat. Figuratively, can say I'm climbing trees. See the whole forest for 'em. Eagle eye far as the eye can see. Deny the truth, deny the facts, ain't no denying me. Mastercraft, move crowds, make classics. I MC, I am he, I am him.
We got a show August 28th. So shout out to him. Shout out to Exodus, who's one of our soldiers, man, one of our MCs. He's one.
This the life that everybody strive for. If you a live for nothing, what the fuck you'll die for? If you afraid of heights, what you trying to fly for? Everybody wanna be like Mike, but can't score. This that fly nigga shit. Stand up, be a man, don't cry nigga shit. No Takashi's on my team, now my homies don't snitch. Straight hitters on my team, now my homies don't switch. Okay.
One of the newest members on the team, and also Dulce, we have a live correspondent now. So when we're doing live shows, we have her there doing interviews with the artists, like live on our social medias. And so yeah, we got the whole team. I didn't miss anybody, right? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, like before, like it's almost like we got an army.
It's almost like an army, but shout out to the whole army, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, and that's the thing, like like you said, regular people, but you haven't stopped. It's over a decade and you're still hammering. It's like that persistency, that consistency, man. It's like, I hope you guys continue to grow and, you know, like just flourish, because like you guys are putting in so much effort, man. And it's like a lot of people do, but or they fall off or they just stop. And for you guys to be doing it over a decade, that's impressive, man. Like it takes a lot of gut, a lot of work, a lot of commitment. And Mr. Noodles,
takes a lot of heart into that, man.
Yeah.
And it's you know, we do it for love as well. I mean, there's a lot of artists that I come across that, you know, they ask me for a beat and I'll just be like, no, first one's free. I'll like, just give me a t-shirt, buy me a beer, whatever. Like, you know, we do it for the love. And that's how I came about onto the ChiCityCypher, because I like hip hop has had so much of an importance in my life and got me through a lot of things. And you know, ChiCityCypher has been that platform to, you know, to allow me to express myself and give back to the community, where it's to stop the violence events and then reach out to other artists and, you know, and just do what I love. So.
Yeah. And I think that the craft is that much better when there's a passion, there's a natural passion.
It is. I feel like when, like, even when money is not involved, it's like, fuck the money.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, like, I just want to do it because this is what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people have their passion, whether they build model trains or they build airplanes or they, you know, they work on cars or on engines and all this. Well, my passion is working on audio, rapping, listening to beats, working and networking with other artists.
Right.
Like, and that's never gonna die.
Right.
So like that, like, I don't think it's going to die, but we're gonna continue to keep growing. And I know, and time has proven over the years, you know, since, you know, over 10 years, the ChiCityCypher has been growing and it's been blowing up.
Yeah.
So,
and I emphasize on the amount of time you guys are in the game, because it's like along the way of creating, along the way of trying to pursue your passion, there can be a lot of obstacles. There can be a lot of discouragement. There can be a lot of people that doubt you. And it's like, why are you doing it? And it's like, you yourself know the vision. You yourself see why you're doing it. And, you know, like as a fellow artist, like it's like, that's why I'm emphasizing, because I know how much, like, you guys, it's literally, it's kind of like vulnerable. You're kind of vulnerable because it's like you're putting your work out there, you know, you're expressing yourself. And it's like, it could be rejected as well. And
of course, like, and there's going to be people that's going to tell you that, hey, your podcast sucks and your interviews and all that, but that's what you open yourself up to. And you have, in this industry, whether it's interviewing and podcasting or making beats or recording, when it comes to audio or, you know, rapping, all your lyrics, like, you're opening yourself up all to that. But if you... One thing that I would like to emphasize is that, like, if you're an artist out there, like, you have to stick with your passion, with your heart, and it's always gonna grow. Mm-hmm. So and just stick with it. Yeah, just stick with it.
Mr. Noodles, can you tell me? All right,
Mr.
You told me his su nombre. What was his name, bro?
Him?
Yeah,
Noodles.
You want to just go as Noodles?
You can call me Noodles. You can call I mean that's what everybody knows me
Okay.
as by.
Yeah,
as Noodles.
that's what he goes by. Everybody that knows him on ChiCityCypher knows us by like our artist name and everything. And sometimes since we know each other all personally, like our conversations will have like 50-50 of the names. So I'll be talking to him and I'll be like, Dave did this, but Dave is Fatal, and then I'll be like, and Larry did this, and Larry's Loke, and then so we mix the conversation. But we go by our artist names for sure.
For the most part, yeah.
And y'all can find us on everything, like on y'all could go on Facebook, Instagram, and look up ChiCityCypher, and then you can look me up, Jizzle Villanueva, on Facebook, Jizzle for Shizzle on Instagram, and then you've got some new pages as well, right?
Yeah. You can find me on SoundCloud, and pretty soon it's gonna be on BSARS, so you'll be able to find my beats. Don't worry.
Give them the @ You gotta give them the @
Don't worry. Oh, no, I just have SoundCloud.
Y'all just look up Noodles. He's on Instagram. I know his Instagram because I be editing everything. So
I'll include all that.
yeah, I think
Shout
it's like
out,
Noodles
Mr.
522 or something.
All right, Mr. Noodles. Could you tell us a little bit of where you started off with your passion? You started as an MC, and then you also mentioned that you had these skills, these qualities, and these that you brought onto the team. Mm-hmm. How did you come to know him, and when did you start spitting?
Wow, that's a deep question. I really started rapping when I was in middle school, and I just took it as for fun and just writing. I grew up in Northwest Indiana in the suburbs, Cherville, Maryville, St. John, Dyer, Lake Central High School, and I really just grew a passion when just like I don't know, it's almost like it just like happened naturally. Mm-hmm. Just like I just kept wanting to rap, and I just kept wanting to perfect my writing skills. And I was listening to like Aesop Rock, MF Doom, a lot of influences, and just like it was a therapy for me. And so then writing and then performing in front of other people, and people getting the love and the support kept pushed me to continue doing what I love to do. And it really just snowballed effect and just grew from there, and here I am.
A therapy, bro. You like literally, and that's what it is for a lot of people. Like
it is.
Like that's deep. That music has that much.
It is,
because
there's a lot of times that like, especially like for artists out there, when you're writing lyrics out there, don't try to focus so much on reaching out to a certain crowd, because this is your music, and like Confucius said, music is a reflection of self. So to help with your mental stability is to pen and write your story, and then you can create it like add all these different effects when it comes to lyrics, when it comes to double time in all your lyrics, or make it repetitiveness with the rhymes and all that. That's the beauty of it. And like that passion is never gonna die, and I'm just gonna continue to keep doing that, man.
Yeah, for sure. So you told us a little bit of how that passion grew and developed. How did you come to know Mr. Brian, Mr. Gizzo?
So, I'll say shout out to DJ Ace Vito. DJ Ace Vito, I've known him for a very long time.
LFG.
He's our LFG. We've got to give credit where credit's due. And he actually met this guy before, and then I met DJ Ace Vito, and he introduced me to Jizzo for the ChiCityCypher. I came on as an MC on Volume 14. And
that was a dope volume.
Was a lot of great.
For sure, check it out.
A lot of great artists
Volume
that was
40,
on Volume 14.
Volume 14 is crazy.
A lot of great artists on Volume 14, and then so after Volume 14 happened, I just took my passion and just really wanted to like really be a part of it. Like I wasn't asking for money. I wasn't like, dude, I want to
Be part of this.
be part of this movement and promote other artists. You know, like let's levitate, you know, the music that's in the Chicago and the surrounding areas, and that's how it came about. DJ's Vito introduced me to him. I was on Volume 14, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. Shout out, man. I'm just gonna do a round check. I like to check on the camera and the audio.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, bro,
while
for
you're
sure.
doing that?
Aquí está the first door on the right.
Okay, for sure.
Next question up. I want to touch a little bit about some of the podcasts or content that you have been involved with, bro. Some of the shows that you guys have been involved in. I know you're the artist, you're the producer with audio. So how has that been for you, man? You know, like setting up shows, unifying all these MCs. How have those shows been for you guys?
It's interesting because you have to rile everybody up and like almost like play like a father figure. Almost it's just like, hey, turn your phone off, silent. You can't be doing this. You gotta rap like this certain way to capture the audio. Like, you know, like yeah, no, I mean bark orders a little bit, but you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like if you rap a certain way, this is how the microphone's gonna pick you up, and I want to make sure that you sound good. So,
And if you sound bad, he will cut you off. So that's how important the audio is. So he's got this thing, and we all, you know, it's like our little inside joke. But he says, because before we film a cipher, we have all the MCs lined up, and we give them kind of like a pep talk. And in that pep talk, all of the team members give 30 seconds to a minute of just our little tidbit of information that we could give them tips before the cipher. So when it's his time, he always says to them, hey guys, some people, they rap like this and they rap like this. And some people rap like this and rap like this. So he'll tell you like how the levels that you have to have, because it's super important. And if you are not rapping at that good level, I've seen him do it. He will stop the take in the middle of the take and be like, all right, bro, I need you to rap a little bit better. So we really take it serious, bro.
Otherwise, you're gonna sound like shit. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's common sense. If I just like stood all way over here and just started talking very softly, like the microphone's not gonna pick it up. So you know, I gotta constantly. It surprises me how many MCs that I've come across on the cipher, and they pretend or act like they're professionals, and it's like.
Their behavior says that.
Yeah, but behavior says otherwise. It's like, have you not rapped into a microphone before? Like when the microphone's right there and you turn away and you start rapping like that, and then it's like, why do I sound like shit? Well, because you didn't rap into the microphone. So it's like, that's my job to make your shit sound good. So,
but nobody ends up sounding like that at the end, because
it made me work harder.
We'll catch that at the beginning. We'll catch it at the beginning and make sure that it sounds good. But yeah, that's just I think it's what Noodles does is the most important element, to be honest, bro, because even aside from the video, like the video is cool and it's important, or somebody would say that it's not important at all, but what's important is the audio, bro, because that's what people are listening to, whether you're on your phone, whether you got the headphones. Like, this is the most important thing. So we really put a lot of heart into like the production of it. So at the end, what you see is, you know, our best.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, that goes back into the passion and like the heart of just like making artists stand out. Maybe you're not very good on the camera, but you have a very great voice, and your lyrics and your pen game really shines.
And that speaks for itself.
So it really does. So, you know, there's going to be people that are going to listen, you know, open up the YouTube app, and they're going to be like, oh, this is the ChiCityCypher, and this is this guy rapping, but you know, he doesn't look all that great. But if I can make him sound great, you know, people are going to open that up, and where they're driving on the vehicle and it sounds good, wow,
Just
that person
set the phone down and
yes,
jam.
I want like what I would love to do is just like, yeah, you could set the phone down and listen to it. It's like, holy shit, there's a cipher going on. Like, this sounds like a real track. It sounds like a real beat. With people that is rapping, they don't have to watch the visuals.
Right.
When they watch, when they watch the, like in the visuals, it's like, holy shit, like, we're gonna combine everything all in there. So,
yeah. It's like a surgeon at work, man. It really is. It's like, all these different aspects of it, and you're piecing it together. You're going in, doing your job. You're making it sound better. And it
really is. It's like you got an operating table and you got a bunch of doctors that are around on the operating table.
Yeah.
Like every person plays a significant part. Whether it may seem like you think like they don't do as much, but that little bit helps all of us, and that's where the team is able to thrive so much and become so successful where we are today.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the important aspects of having like a specific person with specific skills in each area, because only they could make it that way. Only they could make it look that way, or only they could make it sound that way.
Yeah, people don't really notice, like, when you watch the final, a lot of people they can't appreciate like how much went into it. Every single theme from the promos, we were talking about that earlier, how we're doing promos and stuff, and everything that leads up to that final release. And I just want to mention real quick that we were talking about ChiCityCypher. Our last volume 39, did 155,000 views on YouTube. So it got seen all over, man. And the one before that one did 30,000 or 35,000 views, something like that. So we've been steadily like going up, and people are supporting, man. And everything is just, this year has been one of our most crucial years, just in general, with every aspect of the cipher, from live performances to ciphers to every single thing that we've done. So, shout out to C4. We got a theme, man. It's called C4 ChiCityCypher Crew. So everybody that's in ChiCityCypher is also C4. But the C4 is what we rep on all of our music projects and all of our things, and it's just something for the team. So, we've been I swear every week we're planning something different. I'm on the phone with this guy for, countless hours sometimes, like planning things out about how we're going to do this or what we're going to do with this. And one of our most interesting things is the live shows, bro. So, that's we'll talk about that. But, and shout out to Bakes that's putting that together. But we're doing multi-genre now. So we're putting R&B singers with punk. And so it's like hip hop, R&B singers, punk, and we're just trying to bring like multi-genre. So we're steady innovating as we keep going on through the months.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not trying to like ring our own bells or anything like that, but it's like we're living proof. It's just like the importance of having a crew and having team members that do each different thing, like how well you can all succeed together. If you collaborate together. And, one person does this, one person does that, and,
I imagine things go a lot more smoother that way, too.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always a little few bumpy patches that people, and the team are like, no, I don't want to do that. But I mean, it's typical. It's like a relationship.
Going back to the shows, bro, how often do you guys try to set up a show? Is it just depending on the amount of MCs you have, or is it, like if an opportunity comes up?
One of the things that people get confused about that follow us on ChiCity, that follow anything that all of us do for like ChiCityCypher, is the part where there's live shows, where the live shows that we put on are us at a venue somewhere in Chicago with a lineup of like 4 or 5 artists, and they're performing their own music there. It's a showcase. So got artists performing music, I'm hosting or one of the teams hosting, and that's our live show. The Cypher is a private production. It's filmed, it's private, there's no audience, it's just us. So that's the two different things that we do. But right now we've kind of just been doing the live shows, and that's been happening every month. So we skipped the month of July because everybody was doing like family stuff, but we've got a show August 28th. And that is our new, we've got a new series of mixed genre shows. So Bakes is putting together this idea of punk music with R&B music with some hip hop. And I know that probably sounds crazy to you guys, but
sounds good to me.
It sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a good mix. And so we're going to be doing that mixed genre stuff, and we're still doing the just straight up hip hop shows because we got tons of MCs and everybody's waiting to be on the show. So we're kind of doing that. So that's what we're doing, like the live part. As far as like private film ciphers, like the actual Chi City Cypher that y'all see on YouTube, that's happening every, like 2 months, sometimes a little more in between, but it's just because we're giving time for, like, as the ciphers drop, for it to breathe. Okay. So, like, volume 39 dropped, and that was, what, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe 2 months ago, and it's at, like, 160 right now.
There's a lot of things that are going on in between before we drop a cipher. We're doing shows. Bakes and Fatal are doing their own thing. I'm making my beats. He's writing his lyrics. Like, Logue is doing, recording artists at Nut House Productions. Like, so there's things that are outside of the ChiCityCypher that we're all still doing on the side. And trying to get everybody to collaborate at the same time is kind of a task. It's a task. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of all things aligning, and getting it at the right time. That's great, man. So you have some live performances where you have a collective of MCs and they perform the music, and then you have your ChiCityCypher, where that's more private. That's where you have your lineup of artists as well, and you guys just either freestyle or perform your.
Yeah, we encourage MCs to write. I have had some real live cowboys that have went on there and have freestyled,
greedy.
Which I don't. Greedy
knowledge. I see you.
Solo Redline, who's legendary in Chicago. We've had a couple cats that have came and freestyled. Now, if you think you could freestyle, everybody could freestyle, right? Kind of.
Greedy can do it.
Everybody freestyles, but I don't want you to have your worst day. People that freestyle, we have our good days, and then we got our bad days. I don't want you to come have your bad day freestyling on the ChiCityCypher because that's filmed and it's a television show. So we're going to film you, put it in a thing, and we're going to put it out. And so I don't want you to have your bad day on the ChiCityCypher, but with the exception of some people that have been able to go on and straight spit up freestyles off the top. But I tell people, write your verse, make sure that you pen everything perfect how you want to say it, memorize it. And this is some insider stuff, but when the MCs come to the cypher, I'll paint the picture really quick for you guys. There's an MC, there's a box. We put a box on the floor with tape, right? We got a blue tape box on the floor. You're standing in that blue box. In front of you is multiple lights, 5 different cameras from all different angles, my entire production team behind the cameras, and behind you are 10 other MCs that are just as hungry as you are ready to go. So that's the picture of what's about to happen before I say 1, 2, 3, action. And once I say that, the beat starts, and that's him playing the beat that he produced. And now you have to spit your verse, and you have to do that 16 bars from the beginning to the end. There's no punch-ins.
You're doing it live.
You're doing it live, so there's no punch-ins. You gotta do it from the whole verse. You can't mess up it halfway and then we start you there. Like,
and not talking shit about other ciphers, but I kind of am talking shit about other ciphers. Like, we don't pre-record our shit. Like, MC, show up, kind of like 606. You show up, you're there, iron sharpens iron. And you're going to be there in front of your peers, in front of cameras and lights. Like, now is your time to shine. Like, you can't do this in your home studio and record your verse and then be over here and then let that shit drop. Like, no, it don't work like that. Like, this is a real cipher, recording live, your vocals. We don't give a shit if you've been doing... Cut. It doesn't make a difference if you've been drinking all night before and your voice is sounding raspy. Like that's the product that is going to be provided. It's going to be out there. That's how you sound. This is how you want to present yourself on the ChiCityCypher live. That's how it's going to be. So tread lightly.
Right. So it's like it's almost like this is the moment you've prepared for. How do you want to reflect ChiCityCypher, and how do you want to reflect yourself?
Exactly.
It's like divers. I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos with people diving off high cliffs or whatever, and I was just thinking about how that applies to life, because they practice that moment so many times before that. They're practicing in their pools, they're practicing everywhere, they're practicing, but it doesn't count until they get at that Red Bull platform up high, and they just got one time to do it. And it's just the culmination of everything into that one moment.
Yeah.
And you have to act, and if you don't, it comes out bad. You look bad.
Yeah.
So, and we've not to just talk bad about the people who haven't successfully came there, because we've had people that have came there and have literally, bro, been so nervous that they can't do their verse. No pueden. Like, they try, they're messing up over and over, and we run out of time, and I go, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut you.
Yeah.
Right? But on the flip side, I've had people come back and get their redemption. And they come over there, man.
Just kill it.
They'll even write it in their verses. Remember last volume? I know I messed up, but I'm back on this one, and I'm back to get up. And like and they'll come back and do their thing, bro. So there's a redemption story within that part of the negativity of like, oh, you couldn't do it. That's a lesson for you, and we all have to have that lesson. You have to be humbled. You got to show up somewhere.
Yeah, this is a battleground.
If you lose, you gotta walk out of there and do your thing and come back prepared.
That's it.
And people do that on ChiCityCypher. So, and we've had from ages, and I'll just give you the age range. We've had from 8 years old. MC Zena.
Yeah.
So we've had from an 8-year-old girl all the way into a 55-year-old man.
Okay.
So that's the age range of the ChiCityCypher.
Yeah.
So, I tell people, Zena came up there, and I always tell this story, man. Zena came up there and did it in one take. We made her do 2 takes because she wasn't loud enough on the first one. And we were just trying to make sure she sounded the best, so we made
That's
her do,
volume 21.
Yeah, so we made her do 2, but she really did it in one take. So any MC that comes up and goes, oh, I only had 2 weeks, or oh, I only this and that, like, no excuses, bro. If MC Zena came up here, 8 years old, and did her thing, and the funny part about that cypher that MC Zena was on, we had 3 MCs that were not able to do their verses, and these are grown men that have been rapping for 20 years and couldn't do it on the mic, and she did it. So it's just a testament to, if you really love this, if you really want to do it, you can do it. You just got to set your, don't be scared, and take that step forward that you got to do. Stop being scared, because everybody gets that feeling inside, right? Of like, oh, I'm nervous, or I'm this or that. It's just, you have to, the moment, and all artists can attest to this, that moment that someone hands you that mic, what happens in that moment? It fades away, right? It
fades away a little
It all
bit,
drops, bro. As soon as they put that mic in, we were talking about before the show started, and not to like spill some of the beans, but we were talking about like how it could be difficult to start the intros, right? To shows, like, because you're doing it new every time. So you're like, all right, how's this intro going to be? But bro, once you say that first couple of words, it clicks. It clicks, and now we're just rolling, bro. So that's what I tell people. Don't be scared of that little moment before where you're like, what are people going to think of me? Just do it. Jump up there and do it, and it's going to be the best thing that you ever did in your life. It's going to be the best thing, and hip-hop has just been a positive entity. I had quick little story. I had an MC that was ready to give up on all music. None of his family supported him. He thought none of his family supported him. Nobody rocked with him. He came on a cypher. He did his thing, and afterwards, he was the most popular MC on that cypher. He had comments, people messaging him, and
Which cypher is this?
This was, I won't tell you the MC. I don't want to say his name, but it was in the early days. And he came up to me and he told me that story, and he said, bro, I was ready to give up on hip hop. And then I went on ChiCityCypher, and the amount of love that I got from my people and all my family made me never stop.
Yeah.
And he's still in hip hop to this day. I actually was at his studio like about 2 weeks ago. He's still in hip hop to this day. And so it's just the beautiful things like that, bro. That's what counts to me. The views are cool, bro. The views, the YouTube, the IG, the blah, 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 bro. But what really counts to me are the real life connections that I make with people. Like what we're doing now. Like this is what really counts. The other stuff is cool. Shout out to you. Shout out to the 155,000 views we got. But the interactions like this, the real ones, this is what really counts for any artist that's out there. Don't just exist in the internet world. Exist in real life, bro.
Real life.
That's a good one right there.
life.
That's a good one right there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's almost like it's food for the soul, man. Like, you know, like you said, the real life interactions, the real life experiences, the networking, the connections that you make. It's that much more fulfilling than an online like or an online view.
It really is. It really is food for the soul.
I think that's why I was able to take ChiCityCypher to all the different places that we've been able to go, because I have physically been present for a lot of Chicago hip hop stuff for the last, 18 years, whatever. I've been physically present. I've been at the shows. People shake my hands. We take pictures. I interact with all the MCs. I invite everybody. We network. When people come on the Cypher, what do we tell them? Part of the speech that we give is, hey, get everybody's info that's here. Get this guy's info, make sure you lock in.
Oh, yeah.
And some of those connections at Cyphers that have been made have created crews. Like, there's been a couple of guys here at a Cypher that met each other. They've become crews, and like relationships, bonds have been built. So that's what's so beautiful about hip hop, is that it really just builds these relationships. And it wouldn't happen in any other format. Look at how we met. The reason that we even started talking was because we started talking about podcasts and like shit. I'm like, oh man, I do podcasts. You're like, I do podcasts.
Literally, bro. I think it was a Kendrick Lamar song, bro. It was straight out of somewhere, and I said Elkhart. Okay. And I think he thought I said L-Town or...
Oh, yeah, he was telling me the story about this.
Yeah, because
like Elk Grove.
I was ear hustling, and I heard someone say Elk Grove, and I work in Elk Grove every day, so I turned around and I go, yeah, man, shout out to Elk Grove, and he was like, yeah. And then it was like, no, not Elk Grove, Elkhart. And I'm like, you said Elkhart? So that's how it started, bro. But yeah, the connection was in the hip hop, and that's what's important for people.
And here we are now.
I see some people at shows, and they're not even talking to other people, bro. Like, they're standing up, they're holding up a wall. They wait until their name gets called. They go up on stage, they perform, and then they leave. And they never make those like real connections. And so we have that, bro. We have all the real connections with all the MCs. We've had, I would venture to say that we've worked with thousands of MCs. In the thousands. It's got to be, just ChiCityCypher, just the Cypher alone is up almost maybe 1,000. And with everything that we've done in the last all these years, it's in the thousands of MCs that we met. So
I was looking at your Facebook, bro. Like the videos and reels, they're cold, bro. Like they're ice cold. Like, and they spit bars about like real life stuff too. And I like how they incorporate either like colder than the wrath of God or like these real life concepts that like it's not just a cool beat, but it's like hard bars, like some meaningful bars.
You know what it encapsulates? It encapsulates the vibe in Chicago at the moment in multiple aspects. So sometimes it encapsulates the political stance of what's going on in Chicago. So me and multiple MCs I've got bars about Rahm Emanuel where I say, Rahm, how many more they gotta kill? Like, how many more murders? And so it encapsulates political thoughts.
Years ago.
It encapsulates community things. People talk about the murders. People talk about what they see in their neighborhoods, the killings, and I've talked about, when Van Dyke and the 16 shots and all the different things that have happened. So every Cypher as it goes on, it encapsulates what's going on in the world at that moment.
Yeah.
So if you go back, like we're about to drop volume 40, we were working on that earlier at the studio, but that will show you like all the ones before that. If you go back and watch like volume 14, volume 12, volume 9, all those.
The COVID one.
The COVID. We had a. Tell them about the dude. Tell them about real quick about
the COVID. Yeah, I mean, going off of what you were saying about like what happens in the city of Chicago. You know, when the city of Chicago was going down with the breakdown with the COVID, this guy and I, we drove north, west, south, east, all sides of the city to keep it, you know, like secluded or whatever. And we drove over to that artist's house, you know, Dad Business, Sweet Juices, Shadow Master,
Metro Flocka,
you know,
the Mailman. So because there was a COVID enacted, that the theme was enacted, we couldn't get groups of people the way we had historically got them together. So we ended up signing up the MCs, getting their addresses, and we went to their houses and filmed them in front of their house. So let's say we pulled up in front, we set up our cameras, we filmed you right there. Yeah. And we did that like 10 times for 10 different MCs.
That's dedication right there.
And we put it all together.
God damn.
And that was the COVID cypher.
We drove around like 12 hours plus, like.
And we did, how many COVID ciphers did we do? 2 or 3? We did two COVID ciphers where we drove to everyone's house, filmed them.
But those artists needed to be heard. Like, and what stuck out to me the most was like, we went to go film, I think it was That Business, and then the Mailman came down, and it was just this random dude just come down from his apartment. He's like, yeah, I got something to say, and he just took off. He just took off, and he was like one of the best verses on those ciphers.
We thought he was gonna low key. We were in a bad neighborhood, and I heard, "Hey, yo!" And you know when you hear that, you're like, "All right, man."
Oh shit!
I thought it was some BS, and it ended up, not being some BS. And he was like, he came over and like he said, he was like, "Yo, I got a 16. What are you guys doing?" I was like, "We're doing hip hop." All right, come on in. I tell a story about a cipher that we did, where my cameraman was ahead of us in arriving to the shoot. We were supposed to get there at 11. He got there at like 10:30. He showed up to the property that had a bus on it. There was a bus where we were going to film inside of a bus.
Oh, man.
He showed up to the property before we did. The people on the property were defending their property because they didn't know who this guy was that just showed up with a mask on his face.
Yeah, but yeah.
So he ends up with a gun in his face.
Oh, damn.
In his face. He's calling my phone. I'm like 5 minutes away. I'm rejecting because I'm 5 minutes away. Whatever.
Like, hold up, bro.
Whatever. I'm listening.
Little does he know.
I'm listening to Young Jeezy right now.
Pick up the phone, please.
I'm listening to
like, bro. I'll be there,
bro. I'm listening to Young Jeezy. He's interrupting my song.
Like, bro, shut up.
I was about ready. I'm in the middle of my chorus right now.
By the second, I didn't let him go that long. By the second or third call, I was like, damn it. All right. I go, what's up? He goes, hey, man, I'm here in the property and I got a gun in my face. And I go, what do you mean? You have a gun? Is it like in your face? He goes, there is a man with a gun in my face right now and he's asking me to talk to you so you can tell him what we're doing here. I said, put him on the phone. Worst phone call I ever had. I'm like, hello? He's like, yeah, what's up? I said, that's my cameraman, dog. We're there to film. Such and such that owns the bus that's in your yard is our people, and they're letting us film there on the bus. So I end up asking my guy later, I said, at what point did he take the gun off your face? He said, he didn't take the gun off of me until you said bye to him and hung up the phone. Then it came down. I said, so even during the call? He said, even during the call, the gun was in my face.
Dang, bro.
The positive side, because I don't like to just give negative. The positive side to that was that dude with the gun was actually was a super talented MC.
Damn.
Super talented, bro. And he showed us
how it works out.
He showed us that he could rap. We ended up putting him on that exact cipher. So he's on the cipher where he had put a gun to somebody's face, and we were able to turn it around,
turn the table,
and get him on the cipher. And I still
Chicago don't mess around, dude. ChiCityCypher.
Don't get on random buses either.
Yeah, and we still know him to this day, man. And it's been nothing but love. And there's just those little few things. But besides that, our whole history has been nothing but positive. We've never, we've had some beefs, but that ain't for this. Y'all could go on my page if y'all want to see some of that, but that ain't for this. But you can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And you're going to make some people mad. So I always say, do you, bro.
Yeah.
Do you unapologetically.
For sure.
Whatever it is, bro, don't be scared of nothing. Do you live your truth? Because at the end of the day, bro, no matter how hard you try, somebody's going to tell you you're not doing good enough. Yeah. Somebody's going to tell you they don't like it. So just live your life, bro, because we're here right now, and tomorrow, ya no estamos aquí.
Ya no estamos, bro. Hey, bro, I'm going to go. Alrighty, so we are back from a second break. Had to take some bathroom break. Whatever. Let me scratch that. Yeah. Alrighty, we are back.
Shit very badly. I almost shit my pants. We can edit that out.
Alrighty, we are back from another break. Up next, we have some of the music and some of the art, some of the content that they have been working on, and we will be delighted to have a taste here in FELIX'S podcast.
Yeah.
Front row seat.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is. It cannot be ChiCityCypher without some bars. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys an example of what we do on ChiCityCypher. Mind you, we're also artists, so we make our own songs. He's a producer. He makes his own beats. He makes all my beats. And we're artists as well. So this is a taste of what we do on ChiCityCypher. It's what you guys can expect on any cipher, but with multiple artists. But today, y'all got the homie Jizzle. Y'all got the homie Noodles from the ChiCityCypher. So
on FELIX'S podcast.
On FELIX'S podcast. These instrumentals right here are produced by the homie Noodles right here. So it's easy to rock out, man. So we're going to give y'all a taste. This is in no particular order.
No.
We're just going to give y'all bars, man. So I'm going to kick this shit. I'm going to kick this shit off and let's go.
Let's go ahead, dude. Keep it there.
And this is ChiCityCypher. This is what we do, y'all. Check it out. Y'all look up youtube.com. Look up ChiCityCypher. Let's go. Yo. Leaving bodies on the side of the highway. Construction workers take your heart out the frame. Now the footage is really worthless. Your mama told you could be what you wanna be. You'll probably have better luck playing with powder water me. My words are influential. Hugh Hefner is consensual. Body after body in September, carry Kendall. 10 years in the game, carry torches like Olympians. Stop the genocide and free all the Palestinians. My pen was in a coma, pero ya se levantó. Escucha como cambia flow, but this is what you gotta know. Siempre represento mi gente, mi raza. Chicago's our city, mi casa, su casa. Robert De Niro, that used to be my hero. I kept the heat on me, the hollows look like zeros. You dead wrong, you'll be gone in 60 seconds. Karma's a bitch, so welcome to your reflection.
Man, our copious amount of ciphers have been climbing up. Surprisingly, almost nobody gets down like us. Because in this environment, you gotta find the trust in yourself to crawl through hell if you wanna rise above. Here's a slice of advice, don't try your luck. Only those with skill survive will make the final cut. Otherwise, you better move aside, save your breath, take a step back and realize you entirely suck. Stay away from the mic and out of sight. Even though this is a team event, you can still see the bench. You'll pay the price while we keep it fresh like a secret blend. I'm a seasoned vet that'll make you bite your tongue. You and your style will never fit in like designer drugs handed to a child and then tries to sneak inside a club. We don't authorize those pre-recorded rhymes, only qualified MCs over here can perform it live.
El alto, el flaco, el más guapo. You can never kick us out, we build tunnels like El Chapo. You want that action, you funny like Michael Blackson. I show up to your performance, I'm Samuel L. Jackson. Me miras en pesadillas, me extrañan todos sus sueños. Put your life inside the scope and I'm feeling like Galileo. Veggies on the barrel, so please don't get ahead of us. Leave your body right where it's at, just like on Everest. If you think you spitting, you higher than gas prices. I could resurrect the dead with these bars, I'm Osiris. Perfect timing and cadence, my delivery's impeccable. I kill you with the vapors, the smell is undetectable. I'm in the dojo with my ninjas writing down my scriptures. I gave you glimpses of my life the way I paint these pictures. We got ciphers on deck, yeah, we some dope dealers. We put it right to your heart, just like them old killers.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Noodles. I came with a crew to do more than just play music.
Cause this is more than just maintaining a movement, it's paving the way for the youth and start raising solutions. So try to waste my time and space with excuses, I'll find what's fake and recycle it to make it not useless. I settle for nothing, always about the home improvement. So if sound is the foundation, then we're laying it down the blueprints. Now that's innovation for those who ain't influenced to get up off their ass because they're too afraid to do shit. Every day we're given a chance to be confused when you're looking back filled with hate, all because you refused it. The time has come to be awake and quit snoozing. Rise and stay up and take the walk when the shoe fits. Fight in your name and yourself and include the ones that you love that always helped you get through this.
And that's a taste of ChiCityCypher. That's how we spit bars. Y'all look that up, youtube.com/Jizzle Productions. Y'all can see all the ChiCityCyphers, or just look up in the search bar, ChiCityCypher, and y'all find everything we do. We got one more for y'all, bro.
Una más.
We got one more.
You gonna do another
I'm
one?
gonna kick it off.
Yeah, you wanna kick it off?
All right, let's go. Let's go. This is crazy. Produced by Noodles in the motherfucking building. ChiCityCypher, it's your boy Jizzle.
FELIX'S podcast. ChiCityCypher in the building.
Shout out to Elkhart, got heart.
Yeah. Go. FELIX'S podcast.
Let's go.
Elkhart, Indiana.
Yo, I hit up Noodles for that beat, he sent it over instantly. You know I keep them seasoned MCs in my vicinity. We coming through with C4 stashed inside of the car doors. Body parts over the walls like it was parkour. Explosive, triple C's, yeah we the dopest. They try to hang us out to dry, but still we never folded. High voltage with electrifying performances. These bars will take you back to the future, no DeLorean. Made it through those cloudy days, survived all those blurry nights. Built a ship like Noah, 40 days, 40 nights. Check the history, cause it's deeper than Mariana Trench's DNA is hip-hop. We left the trail for the forensics. Shout out to the team. Without y'all this is impossible. No crabs in the barrel, yo. We climbing over obstacles. 11 years strong to be your host, it's been an honor. We keep it going back to the future like John Connor.
Man, y'all heard of Dr. Noodles? I'm surgical with words that'll turn this fucking room into a hospital. My penmanship is medicine and you'll be begging for a volume after each volume. That's pharmaceutical. I'll treat the idiot MC like a shitty disease, especially if I see him using auto-tune. And check your pulse without a stethoscope, cause your breath control sounds like strep from a prostitute. Highly professional and likely to diagnose your rhyme flow with something you couldn't find with a microscope. It's not existent. Don't get offended when I said go while you're ahead and just give me that microphone. You ain't spitting bars, give me that insurance card, I'll wipe my ass with it, then I'll slap you with a service charge. Take this verse home, chase it with a glass of milk, add some Vagisil and a Viagra pill and go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Check. ChiCityCypher. I got one more for y'all, man. It's your boy Jizzle. You already know. I was gonna rap on this, but I'm just gonna come off freestyle.
Yeah.
You know what it is. We up in Elkhart. You know we just pushing this hip hop like hella far. I'm freestyling. You know it's off the tip, but we chilling doing podcasts straight from the crib. Shout out to FELIX'S podcast. You know what it is. Putting hip hop on the map. Yo, we never flipped. Shout out to y'all that can spit them bars. And if you real hip hop and you live in Elkhart, we just right up the street. We just right up the toll road. Come and holla at us. You know how we fucking go. Freestyle off the top. We could never stop. Chi-Town hip hop C4. Yo, we gonna rock. Every stage that I rip, it's legendary. You know what it is. I split it up. Get with us. YouTube.com. Jizzle Productions.
Noodles.
Let's go, man.
Woo! Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. Let's get a 16. Come on, FELIX. FELIX.
Never, bro. I don't freestyle, bro.
That's what's up, man. We
I just
appreciate
come-
you having us,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
For sure. All right,
Damn,
let me cut
bro.
this off.
See, look. Following this up, bro. This reminds me of a quote. If they were gonna meet the people that I was gonna meet, if they were gonna go to the places I was gonna go to, they would work as hard as I do. And I literally just got a front row seat, man, to like
Yes, sir.
some artists, to some firework. I'm just glad to be here, man, for sure.
I'm glad to be here too, man.
Glad to be here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, and
Bringing hip hop, keeping hip hop alive everywhere from Chicago all the way to Elkhart, bro.
It is.
That's what it's about. And me and him, in our conversations about when I had met you, about how I have a contact now that's in Elkhart that's also, you know, connected to hip hop and to the different things. And we said, man, we're gonna manifest this to the point where we're gonna do a podcast. Didn't we say that? We spoke about that, and we said we're gonna do a podcast with him. We're gonna network with him. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna introduce our circle to his circle and his circle to our circle. So that's what it's about. For anybody that's watching this, if you take anything away from this podcast, take away that you have to communicate and network with people in your community. Don't be scared. Don't have an ego. Don't think you're better than nobody, bro. Everybody's working, and your best bet is to work together. Because
Trust in your crew.
As
Trust in your
a
crew
community, as a community, we can rise, dog. And this is a perfect example. And this is from all walks of life, from all different places. And I believe in the universe. And that's what made this happen, bro. This happened because it was supposed to happen, and y'all gonna see what happens in the future after this.
Amen, bro.
The next Elkhart hip hop show.
Amen. We just connected a railroad from Elkhart to Chicago. ChiCityCypher. And I told you, bro, the day I met you, I was like, hey, man, it was not a coincidence
Yep, he did
that
say
we
that.
met. It was not a coincidence, and here we are today. It's beautiful to see it become a reality, and it's beautiful to be able to experience the work that these artists produce. And I appreciate you guys, you know, coming on and spitting those bars, giving me the opportunity to listen, giving the opportunity to Elkhart audience to listen to it. And this is not the end of...
It's not. This is just the beginning.
This is, yeah, literally. Like he said, we're bringing
This
Chicago
really
Circle to Elkhart. We're bringing Elkhart Circle to Chicago. Whether it be artists, music producers, I'll be in touch because
This is gonna happen.
yeah, it's inevitable.
It is.
It's inevitable.
I mean, it's already in here.
Yeah.
It's the motion. The gears are turning right now. So whether you want to be a part of it, it's gonna happen.
Facts.
On to the next topic, bro. Over a decade in the game, since 2014, 2015 today. What would you say is your short-term goal and your long-term goal for ChiCityCypher?
Short-term goal is definitely to put on more areas of the ChiCityCypher active in the game. So our live performances, our live shows, that's something that's our main focus right now. One of our main focuses is to do the live shows. So short-term is do more live shows every month. We're going to continue to do it. So y'all follow ChiCityCypher on everything, YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, Jizzle Villanueva on everything as well. Y'all follow me, and we just got shows. So that's like our short-term goal. Our long-term goal, I think, is getting our cipher in more households, getting our name in more of the Midwest and more of the states that surround us, you know, and just networking. We've got a lot of good connections. So that's just our long-term, is just expanding our network as we continue to go. And we've been on cable. We've been on...
It's kind of happening now.
It's happening
you know?
now. So as we speak,
we're here in Elkhart.
we've been on radio shows. We've been on FM, AM. We've you know, people have made podcasts based off of things we do entirely. So, you know, our long term is just to continue to push that everywhere, across everywhere. And anybody that's looking to sponsor a ChiCityCypher, that wants a cipher done at their location, that wants the people from the cipher to come out and represent, maybe do a commercial, let us know, man. Hit us up on ChiCityCypher on everything. My number's on the YouTube, so y'all could get at us. And just hit us up. We're trying to do everything and anything possible to network with everybody. So
He's on OnlyFans too.
yeah, y'all. Hey, that's another episode. But y'all seen the networking that we got on, and you know, for those that, you know, we have a, you know,
Jizzo Feet Productions. I don't know. I'm just giving a shit.
we had our that too. Y'all make sure to tune in. We had our time to talk about it, like in between like the takes right now, and we're gonna be doing things, but we're gonna be doing shows in Elkhart, and we're gonna be doing things in Chicago, and bridging the gap is what I like to say. We're gonna be bridging that gap. So yeah,
There's a lot. I like, since I came out here to Elkhart a couple of years ago, before meeting you, and like there's a lot of talent out here. Like, there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent out here in Elkhart, South Bend, Mishawaka.
574. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 574 has got a lot of, like, it's like, especially, like, with Hispanic rappers and all that, like, I don't understand every single thing that's, like, but I know the bars. It's like, holy shit. Like, there is some good fucking artists out here that deserve to be put out there, that deserve to be heard. And, you know, we're here to like, let's make that shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I want to work with. I look forward to working with you and any artists out here in Elkhart.
Yeah.
So.
Like I mentioned before, there's several artists, Mexican rapper, Puerto Rican rapper that come to mind, music producers that come to mind, DJs. The interview that I did with the bar owner, I do have his contact, and it'd probably be something that, you know, like you, ChiCityCypher, having the amount of connections you have, the amount of artists that you can bring to the table, I think it'd be something that you guys could probably get connected with, man. Have like a show in Goshen, man.
That's what we're trying to do, bro. We're trying to do a show out here, whether it's actually in Elkhart or in somewhere surrounding.
Mm-hmm.
We want to this is a call to all the artists. We want all the artists to come out. And when I say artists, I don't just mean rappers and singers. I mean clothing designers. I mean graphic media designers, video editors, producers, clothing designers. I probably said that, but everybody in every aspect of this whole thing, we want to network with everybody. If you got clothes, I'm gonna wear your clothes. Speaking of clothes, this is ChiCityCypher gear right here. Y'all see the gear right there with the hat.
3 C's.
So if y'all want ChiCityCypher gear, y'all want to support us, hit us up. My number's area code 909-991-6052. So don't send me no bogus messages, but if it's about some merch, man,
Send
y'all
some bogus messages.
go ahead. But yeah, y'all hit us up, man. Hit us up for the merch. This is how you support. We all rock this, the team, and this is how we kind of keep everything going. So all the support from everybody is super crucial, and even from the fans all the way to the podcast that support us and that put our message out there, it's just so important for us, and we extremely grateful for it.
What about you, Mr. Noodles? What would you say is your short and long term goal?
My short and long term goal, I really don't have any short or long term. Let's say that again. I really don't have a short or a long term goal when it comes to the music, because the music is what keeps me alive in the heart, and is what drove me to the ChiCityCypher. So I am literally that type of producer that, like, I will make a beat and I will give it to you for free, and I'm not gonna ask for money, because this is just what I love to do, and I love the network, and I love to see other people thrive and make themselves better with it. So I really don't have a short or a long term goal. I mean, yeah, like, I'm gonna keep my regular job, what I do, and keep my wife happy, and keep a fence around my backyard for my dogs to be, to do that. I'm gonna do that. But when it comes to the music, I'm just gonna continue to keep producing, writing, and providing for everybody to make sure that they have a voice to be heard. That's it.
Yeah. Following our passions, bro.
Yeah.
It'll eventually lead to a purpose.
It's food for the soul, like you said before.
Exactly.
It really is, man.
Yeah. Cause that 9 to 5 can get heavy, man. It can get. I mean, it's the matrix. It's just the routine. It's the rat race, and the artist, we're not made for it. Which is why we expand. Which is why we extend. Which is why we try to network, because otherwise we'd go insane, or we'd just collapse, man. This is food for the soul. It literally is. It keeps us going. It keeps us creative. It keeps us on our feet. When you guys were starting off, who would you say were your biggest motivators to hustle and work, and who were your biggest doubters?
You want to take
Who
this?
was the what? Now,
Your
say that
biggest
again?
motivator, and who are some of your biggest doubters? Whether that be friends or family.
My biggest motivators and my biggest doubters. I want to say that my biggest motivator is my wife. She pushes. I love her, Deanne, D Money for ChiCityCypher.
D, we love you, D.
She pushes me to do it when I don't feel like doing it sometimes, but she knows that it's in my heart and that flame is there, and she's going to help fan it to keep it alive. I got to give support. I love her for that. On the negative side of, parents. My parents be like, "Oh, you rap? This you do that?" But you kind of want to go against the grain sometimes and prove other people wrong. And then eventually when I got to a point to where, not tooting my own horn or anything, where like I had something that was to prove, parents were like, "Okay, you got something good going on right there." And that right there is the motivation, that's just like the help with your family and your friends to keep motivating you and to keep going, to make you believe in what you believe in. Seriously, you're going to have doubters. You're gonna have people that are gonna say that's not my type of style of music. You're gonna have friends and family members that are going to tell you that the shit sucks. No, it's not the way. It's not gonna sell. But you have to take that motivation and make it constructive and build it, and then you're gonna surmount any doubts that a lot of people try to put on you. And that drive is like you have to capture that momentum that you get, and it's very addicting when it comes to doing all, like everything that I just said, when it comes to working with the audio and the ChiCityCypher and rapping and all that. Like you just it's like you said, it's literally food for the soul. And I'm just gonna keep feeding off of it and just keep going at it.
Yeah. It gives us something to look forward to, for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Hip hop has really helped me a lot of times when I get off of work and I think that I would want to drink, but you know what? No, I want to go make this beat. I want to work on these lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just go sit in front of a campfire and just watch the fires just rise up, into the sky, and just like think about lyrics about what's going on inside of my head and put that on a pen and pad, do it for myself. And if somebody could relate to it, hey, that's great. But ultimately, like, I'm also doing it for myself. It's food for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not trying to be selfish, but I'm also doing it for myself. And it's like, you can connect with it. Everybody can connect with hip hop. So there's so many words that it's in my head to try to explain all this that I can't even get across.
For sure.
But you guys will, you like, true artists really understand. They really know.
Truly.
Yeah.
How about Mr. Brian?
Mr. Brian.
What inspires me is my kids, for sure. All of my children, and that's always been the inspiration behind all the goals and all the things, like the long-term things that I have, is to be able to provide for the kids. And I think the negatives came in waves of people being insecure about themselves. So I don't really pay too much attention to the negativity part of it. It's always going to happen. We spoke about how you'll never make anybody happy and you just got to do you. So the negative, I think, just comes from a place of people that just have an internal issue with themselves. If you don't like ChiCityCypher and what the ChiCityCypher is doing, it's got to be an internal issue with yourself, because we're doing nothing but positivity and putting Chicago on and giving a platform for artists for 11 years straight to come and speak their truth, whatever it may be, to come speak their truth. So, I don't play too much on the negativity. It's always going to be there, and I try not to let it affect me. I'm living different now. Like, I'm just trying to like not be negative, and me and him, this my guy, man. So we have conversations, and I'm just like, I'm not letting the negativity like live here no more. I don't want it. I don't want to argue. I don't want to none of that. Like,
Don't let it control you, man.
try not to let it control us. We did have, some stuff y'all could go see on my page or whatever, some little spat that we had a couple weeks ago. But even in that, we handled it like MCs. We had a beef like 2 weeks ago. I'm not
Herman?
Herman. I won't speak no names, but Herman and
That'll be another time.
that's another time. You can see that on our page. But it was a negative theme, but we turned it into some real hip hop stuff, bro. And we went on and we spit bars and we kept it all hip hop and we kept it in the true essence of an MC, which was to put our thoughts onto a track and to project that out. And that's exactly what we did. And it was a good experience. And so we've just been, putting our art out there, bro, and we continue to do that. And shit, man, I couldn't ask for anything. I mean, I couldn't have planned it the way it's happening now. I couldn't even wrote it any better. Like, thank God that right now all the pieces are falling into place for what we need to do for us. August 28th. I don't know if this will be out by then. It's too soon, but check out our live shows every single month. ChiCityCypher's doing live shows, so y'all come to Chicago. It's usually a free show. If not, it's $10.
Yeah.
But come
If
out.
not, we're about to come to you.
If not, we about to come out here to Goshen and Mishawaka and South
Elkhart.
Bend and Elkhart and all of that. So
Man,
y'all make sure.
There's a lot of fucking dope artists out there in Elkhart and the 574.
And we're ready to bring the Chicago
Holy
artists out
shit.
to mix in with all the artists over here. And I'm sure a lot of
Let's
that
go.
happens already because the
go
city is so
together.
close. But yeah, man, we're ready, bro. Right. We're ready to do whatever it is to keep spreading the positivity and the hip hop. It's not that we don't necessarily rock with trap music. It's just that I know the connotation and the things that come with that. And it's just not something that we encourage on the Cypher. Like, if you're about to come to the ChiCityCypher and talk about all of the bricks and the stacks and the racks and the 30 clips and all that and the perks and all that, don't come over here with that.
Yeah, we
Just
don't.
don't.
We don't mess with that shit.
We're not in the business of limiting an artist, of censoring an artist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not in the business of trying to censor an artist. But if I see that that's what you're on, don't even try. Don't come over here and do it because I'm gonna catch it right away. And
we've done ciphers where we've put the guns down, stopped the violence, even went out to drove all over the city during the COVID. We try to hip hop, let's keep it positive here.
Amen.
If you're gonna come over here and start talking about smacking women and children
or
and
somebody's
selling
wife,
drugs, or talking about the children that have nothing to do with it, we don't stand for that shit. That's not cool. You don't. That's you can go ahead and do that somewhere else.
Keep art.
Keep art, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Keep art.
I haven't heard that said it like that. Keep it art.
Yeah.
Talking about art, keeping art, bro, and the motivators and the doubters along the journey of being an artist. Another quote that comes to mind is, "A customer will become your friend faster than a friend will become your customer." Or a supporter. We could switch that with a supporter. Why is that?
I read that.
And what would you guys have to?
Why
share?
is that?
Last night he asked me. He said, "Did Felix send over the questions?" And I said he did send over the questions. And mind y'all, Felix is extra professional. As soon as we spoke to him,
Highly impressed.
within an hour or two, we had a list of questions already pre-questioned. Everything. It was really nice.
Why is it that? Say that again.
A customer,
Okay.
pretty much a stranger,
Yeah.
will become your friend faster than a friend will become your customer, a supporter.
Because they're looking for something. And that's part of the game as well. You're gonna come across people that they have their own, I wouldn't say hidden agenda, but you're gonna come across people and artists that have their own agenda. And they're going to use you as a stepping stone. And those friends that would seem cool, that you would want to be on part of your team. We've had members like that come in and out, and then miraculously they dip out because they got what they wanted, and then they leave. They act like a customer. So it's very hard to distinguish, like, at the very beginning where that first person comes in. It's like, yeah, you're a true friend, this is what we're, like, or is this really just going to be business? But it's the business outside of that, behind closed doors, where you find out that, who's your true family is going to help you send in money or drive all the way 2 hours or whatever to help you with that, or answer your text message. So it's a very nasty business when it comes to that aspect of that question. What you just said is like, yeah, a friend will become a customer because that's what they want.
He said it backwards. So he said a customer will become a friend faster than a friend will become a customer.
Faster than a friend.
And I want to dig from the other side of that. The reason that is because, okay, a lot of the time, like, okay, if me and him make a new song together, I could post that song. I don't know how much attention that song's gonna get, right? But if I open up my phone right now and I put 2 drinks like this, and I put the chips and the pepinos right there with the tajin, it's gonna get 100 likes. Because people, oh man, I like the chips, I like the drinks. A lot of people that support you will only support you as long as you're just doing all right. If you start doing great, those people won't support you no more. And that's the reason why strangers will become your customers, will become your friends, because they support you from the beginning and then become a friend. And some friends don't want to support your business. So those same friends will go to a store and they won't haggle the price at all. They'll pay whatever it is at the store. Whatever the register says, that's the price they're going to pay. But they'll come to you and they'll be like, Felix, you're my brother. Can I get the shirt for half off? Or can I get this for half off? Let me give me a discount. Like, we're friends, give me a discount. They won't support you. Those are the people that are supposed to pay top dollar, are your friends. But they don't support all the time. And that's not always the case, but that does happen. And that's back to your saying how that customer will become your friend because they support your business from the beginning and become your friend and support what you do. And those friends, they don't want to see you happy. I could post a picture of a torta and they'll like that more than if I post a picture saying, hey, I just won an award or I just won this. They don't want to see you win. Some people, and that's the harsh reality about the music business, is don't ever forget that. Not everybody wants to see you win. They don't want to see you win. So you just got to keep doing you. Back to this shit I've been saying from the beginning. Do you. Never stop. And even like our Cypher team is big, right? But I say this. We got a big Cypher team, but everybody's an artist themselves. All the people on our team is an artist themselves. I tell them, never stop doing you, bro. Don't just because you're doing ChiCityCypher, don't stop doing Noodles. Don't stop doing Felix. Don't stop doing Bake, Sloke, Fatal. Don't stop doing none of that. Keep doing you, bro. And we talked about the church earlier, right? We won't go into the story, but we talked about the church. And I said to you, do that and focus on it, but never forget what you do. Never forget FELIX'S podcast. Keep that. It'll help you. Both of those things will work together. The love for FELIX'S podcast and the love for whatever's happening over here on this side, those things will work together. If it's healthy, it will work together. If it's not healthy, guess what? FELIX'S podcast is going to be over here by itself for a long time. And FELIX is going to be over here. So never forget what you do, the thing that you love to do. Keep doing that.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
And a little bit to add to that, I feel like the people that know us, bro, the friends, it's almost as if the friends. It's as if they've created this idea of who you are, what you can do, and when you surpass that, like you were saying, you can do good. But once you do great, it's like it's like, dang, like they're outdoing where they came from. They're outdoing the circumstances they come from. Whereas like a stranger, it's like they don't have an idea. They don't have this box of who you can be, and they take you for who you are, and they just accept you for who you currently are, because I feel like the people that know you take you for who you have been, or who you have been to them.
People will put their own limitations onto you. So you're Felix, and you know how great you can be, but that other dude that's around you is like, he knows he can't be that great, and he'll put those limitations on you. Oh, do you really think you could be that great? Or whatever. Like, people will project because they can't see themselves in that way. So they don't want to see you in that way. So you have to just, always, I go back to it, do you, man. Do whatever makes you happy, do whatever you love. And I'll give you guys real quick the biggest piece of advice that anybody ever gave me. It was 2016, and I was about to start a radio show, a nationwide syndicated radio show on Urban Grind TV. That's where I worked for. And it was my very first show, and I had Nuisance, who's MC from the group Psychodrama, who's a major group in Chicago, underground group. It was my first show, and there happened to be a girl there. Her name was Yessi. She was from the Spanish radio, 107.9 La Ley, or whatever it is in Chicago. She was a professional. And 10 minutes before I said to her, I was nervous. I was thinking, all right, I gotta go on there. I'm gonna talk like this. Hola, ¿cómo están? Aquí estamos la gente. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I had this thing in my head of how I was gonna project this image. And I said to her, Yessie, what's the best piece of advice you could give me right now, 10 minutes before I go live on my first radio show? And she said, be yourself. Don't do nothing but be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't make a fake voice. She told me that right before. And I swear to God, I went on there and I was myself. And from that first moment I was ever in front of that camera on a fucking radio show, I knew to be myself, and I kept it like that forever, bro. And that was the best piece of advice, because since then I've seen people on camera and I've seen people on podcasts that are not themselves. They're like, hey, what's up? Hey, blah, 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 whatever. It's like this fake thing, and it just doesn't
They can feel it.
You can feel that it's not real.
Yeah.
So that's my best piece of advice to anybody is just be yourself. Be yourself 100%.
Felix, he looks like a nice guy, but he punched me like 5 times. he's actually a fucking asshole. No, he's cool. We can edit that out.
But I love comedy.
The Chile got you.
Felix kicks my dog.
This one's for the music producer, the beat, the audio, Mr. Noodles.
Okay.
When you're creating a beat or track, what are some necessary ingredients for the sauce?
I really take all the other artists that potentially will be featured on that beat in consideration. I try to provide something that would be, that the artist something that the artist can work with. When it comes to like being a beat producer, like you can't make everybody happy, and especially when you're writing rhymes. So like I try to create something that try to make a middle ground that everybody else that can rock with. So that's the biggest thing, is just like, all right, a cypher type of beat. Yeah, try to make something that's like everybody. And it sucks on a producer standpoint, because the producer is making a beat for somebody and for everybody else, but it's also taken away from the time that the producer wants to make a kind of beat that they feel. And I made ChiCityCypher beats and beats for Bakes and for Fatal and Straight Bars, but then the other day that I created a beat that was just like guitar and country, and I told to you, I was like, man, it feels great that I'm able to make a beat that how I feel like I want to make, how I really want to express. Like, I'm making a beat like how I feel. So I hope that answers your question.
So I feel like it's a mix between what the artist needs or wants, and then there's you and what your soul, what you naturally just put out there.
Yeah, there's, especially when it comes to like recording audio, and like I could say that your voice can sound like this, or I can make this beat and be like, I think this works for you. That person, that engineer, that producer is putting that artist before themselves. So when it comes to the cypher, when it comes to other beats, it's like I'm thinking about them. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to put myself in their head, in their shoes, what they would like, and that's how I produce those beats.
Yeah.
But then there's also times where it's like, wow, volume 40 is done, volume 39 is done, volume 38 is done. Hey, I can start working on some beats on myself, like how I really feel. And I have a gangload of beats that you probably never heard. That it's just my shit. It's just my music.
He makes some of that, like making your way downtown, walking down. He makes that on his own time. You got the sauce, and I think with like producers wise, like being an MC and throughout my career, I've met a lot of producers, and you can kind of tell who are the producers. Like with MCs, right? You can hear MC go on stage, and you can hear where they're like, oh, this guy's cool, or you're like, damn, this dude's raw as hell. Like, there's the two feelings, and so you can tell. I can tell who are like the guys who really just do it like from the heart. And Noodles is one of them dudes that produces the beats that.
Oh.
I mean, I got an album coming out, and he executive produced the album, which I haven't written yet. I'm still writing it, but he executive produced it, and dude, it's
forever.
I mean, it's the kind of beats like you just don't. It's not the shit you're getting from any producer. Mm-hmm. You're getting stuff that's like way over here, way over there, way over there. It's like every single beat that I got is from a different angle. So, you know, you can tell the people who do it organically and love it, and for the people that may not be at that spot that are listening to this, you can get to that spot.
And I try to tailor made the beat. So it's like I may not know you or have known you for so long, but I'm going to ask you 1,000 questions of like, what's your influences? What you like? What drives you to write these kind of lyrics? Like how deep or how melodic or medieval that you can be, and then like I can take these instruments and turn it into something like this, like, but I'm trying to tailor make something for you,
like match that frequency.
Right. I don't want to be just like here's a beat.
Like do what you can with it.
Do what you can with it.
Yeah.
Like no, I'd rather, because taking the beauty of the collaboration when it comes with the team or with everybody else is it's like you tell me like, hey, I want this to sound like that. Like that's gonna open my mind too, and like okay, I'll adjust this and turn it this way and flip it this way. It's like holy shit, like that sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
You know what's the common denominator in all of us? Like, and not only us, but like the guys on the team. And I'm gonna go ahead and quote Nipsey Hussle because I love to quote Nipsey on my interviews. The only difference between us and anybody else that you may have seen before or that you're seeing now is that we stay consistent. And that's straight from Nipsey. That he said the only difference between him and anybody else that was trying to do it was that he stayed consistent, that he never stopped. And speaking on me personally, like I've shed blood and tears over this, bro. I've lost things in my life. Like I've lost relationships, I've lost situations, there's been a lot of like hurt like involved in it, but that's those are the things you're gonna go through.
Sacrifice.
If you're not going through that, you're probably not really doing this, bro.
No, you're really not.
Right?
If you can't tell me a story about you having a fallout, a bad loss, a thing that happened in your life over this, like, you're probably not doing it that hard.
Not that
because
committed.
most of the artists that I talk to, man, they done went through some stuff to make this happen.
Sure.
And that's why I appreciate artists that are consistent. And those are the artists that we give an opportunity to. If I see you grinding and really doing your work, we're going to put you on a show. If I see that you're not grinding and you're not working that hard, we might put you on that second or third show, you know?
And you just have to follow your heart. You just have to just continue just writing what you feel. And so
He wrote a cipher. He'd always come on ciphers and he was killing it, right on all the verses, killing it, like straight MC stuff. And then one day he comes on and he spits a verse that he had written to his wife.
Oh.
Which I believe this was before she was his wife, before they got married. And we kind of were like, aww. Until I listened to the verse and I'm like, wow. He really wrote this out, like, to her, like, and it was a full-on heartfelt message. And I'm like, man, that's way more important than any kind of whatever bars that he could have written. Speaking for me personally, I got a bar that says, 10 years in the game, carry torches like Olympians, stop the genocide and free all the Palestinians.
I heard that in one of his videos.
So I try to, for me, what I try to cater into my bars is things about community, things about activism, things about positivity is kind of what I try. Of course, I'm still an MC at heart, so sometimes I'm going to be like, yo, I'm better than you because of such and such and such, right? But for the most part, I try to pump that positivity into my verses. And
you gotta stand up for what you believe in.
I got to stand up and, you know, I said,
there's a lot of people out there that's like, oh, the Gaza Strip and everything that's going on with the Palestinians, and it's like, you're a Trump supporter or Biden supporter and this and that, but you still have to stand up for what you believe in, and you have to stand. You gotta stand ground, firm ground.
Aside from that, like I said, like, fuck Greg Abbott and the government in Texas. We're all human beings. You should stand to protect us. And I did that during the time that Greg Abbott, who was the governor in Texas, was sending all of the immigrants that were coming through their border and putting them on a bus and shipping them straight to Chicago to live a more difficult situation than what could have happened for them in Texas, because they got the resources and they got the space, but he kept sending them to Chicago. So those kinds of things is what I talk about. So that's what I try to incorporate in my stuff. It's just things about the community, things about politics, and just a positive message. And I think all the MCs, including all the team, in some way, some form, whether it's 1 bar or 2 bars or 5 bars or 6 bars, they do that. Yeah. They speak about things that are important. So that's why I said earlier, it's a time capsule. It's a time capsule. If you go listen to Volume 14, you're going to hear stuff in the raps like, oh, what? That was 2014. Like, it sure was. So
it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
And that's going back a couple minutes ago where you mentioned that the MCs that you bring on, you like to peep out their art, you like to peep out their bars, their lyrics, and see what they're about, and kind of stray away a little bit away from trap, and spread the positivity. That really resonated with me, you know, and like how you're mentioning now, speaking about real world stuff, activism, standing firm on what you believe. I applaud that, bro, because for one, that takes guts. For two, it's not on mainstream. It's not as vocal
promoted
as
it
much, right, as it should be, especially when they have that platform. It takes guts and it takes passion and it takes real genuineness from the person. And it takes heart, and I applaud that, man, from you and Mr. Noodles.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
And with that, I would like to thank you guys so much for coming on, all the way from Chicago. Mr. Brian, Jizzle Productions, ChiCityCypher, Mr. Noodles, music producer, audio.
I'm here in your city now.
Yes, sir. Elkhart, E-Town, the city with a heart. Any last words from you guys? you guys would like to express?
Any artist that's out there, whether you're in Elkhart or in the middle of nowhere, just keep producing what you believe in. That's my biggest advice is just no matter where you're from, don't try to cater to other people. Focus on yourself first. Once you start focusing on yourself, everything else will fall into place. All the right people, all the right times, and it's going to feel like it's a miracle, and it's weird, but that's how it's going to be. So focus on yourself. That's all I can say.
That's what's up, man. And my final words, and I ain't even gonna go long, is don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's it. That's the whole thing. That covers the whole podcast. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Stop being scared. Don't be scared.
Just do it.
Just do that, man.
Just do
Stop
it.
being scared, bro. Whatever it is. You're about to launch that clothing design. You want to make that shirt. You want to spit those flows. You want to create that logo. You want to make that website. You feel like video editing.
Yeah.
You have a camera. You want to take some pictures. Whatever it is that you do, you have a mix board. You want to DJ. You have an Akai. You want to make some beats. Whatever it is that you're gonna do it. Do it and do it right now.
Just keep doing it because there will be somebody that's on there that's gonna be like, hey, I really loved what you did on this, and you're gonna be like, well, really? I didn't really care for that, but I'm so glad that reached out to you, and taking that little motivation really pushes you over the edge and pushes you even further.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things that you're gonna write or produce, like, you're like, I don't really care about this, but somebody else is gonna be like, man, that really helped me get through a hard time. And that kind of moment right there, when an artist reaches that kind of moment, man, that's enough fuel to last you to the end of time.
It's how I hate all of your stuff, but I know somebody's gonna like it.
I hate all your verses, dude.
I hate all your
You
beats.
suck as a rapper.
But somebody out there might love it. So,
Yeah.
just fucking with you.
No, yeah.
He's one of the best producers that we know, man, in Chicago. Y'all hit up Noodles. He's on Facebook. He didn't give his Facebook, but his Facebook is Noodles.
Yeah.
Just
You-
look
you
it up.
find me.
Look him up on
I'm
Instagram,
horrible when it
Facebook.
comes to social media.
He doesn't want to network, but I'll network for him. Look him up. His name is Noodles.
Look him up.
On Facebook, on Instagram.
If you can't find me, then you can go look at Felix. And Felix, you hit this dude up like, who the fuck was that? Felix will shoot you over to me.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. Thank you.
And
Thank you so much, bro, for having us.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
That was
thank
really
you, man.
good.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Noodles. And let this be the beginning of more work to come, more collaborations to come, and
Elkhart's on the map.
Elkhart's on the map. And God willing, I'll see you guys September.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Hey, I'm not forgetting that, bro. And
Hey.
as soon as we talk to Bakes, we're gonna let them know.
Yeah.
Spanish set, 10 minutes,
Oh,
15
yeah.
minutes since you coming from
You
over
ready
here.
for it?
Hey, bro, I'm
Yeah,
putting
he's
that work.
ready.
Hey, and I'm gonna come visit you, Noodles. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come visit you for
Come
sure.
on, man.
10 minutes up the street, bro. Y'all,
Oh, for sure.
y'all neighbors,
I'm
bro.
literally 15
I ain't gonna be up here, but
Yeah.
I'll be
you gonna
here.
be over here. So.
Now you connected me with somebody here, bro. Yeah, for sure. All right, and with this, we will close out. Thank you for tuning in, and check these guys out. Real talent, real commitment, and peace out. Thank you very much.
One more thing. When I say Chi City, y'all say Cypher. Chi City,
Cypher.
Chi City,
Cypher.
Y'all fuck with us, man.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
for this podcast.
Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Elkhart City, a city with a heart.